What is going on, everyone? Brian here for Nerd Nation, and we are here to talk all things nerds. And, of course, at Apocaflix Movies, I am here joined today by Gio Ramos and Jacob Bartley. How's it going?
What's good?
It's going good. Excited about this episode.
I don't think I've ever had you two together.
Not on Nerd Nation.
Not on Nerd Nation.
Nope. You know what? I think we need superhero nicknames or supervillain nicknames. We got to start working on that for Nerd Nation.
You know how long it took me to get the Padawan one?
Yeah,
it's going to take me another 2 years.
No, I think it'll be easier.
I don't know about that.
See, I'm already thinking.
Yeah, I know. Now we're all
even though Jake's not here, I already know what character I want his to be modeled after.
Should we just let you pick them?
No, we'll figure it out. I think we should brainstorm.
So this is issue number 17 for Nerd Nation, and we have a wide variety of topics to talk about today. We have a little bit of the DC streaming service. We have the He-Man, Masters of the Universe to talk about, the Harley Quinn. Well, actually, no, it's not Harley Quinn and the Joker, but Joker and his future, a bunch of other good stuff. But I think we'll start with you today, with your topic and some DC Harley Quinn stuff. What you got for us?
Okay, so, I like the style of the show because we get to bring our own, topic to the panel, which is really cool. I wanted to talk about this because... when I heard the Harley Quinn animated show was amazing from several people, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a 7-week trial and try it out. And I did the 7-week trial, and the Harley Quinn show airs weekly, so I binged through the episodes that were already there, and I was hooked.
You have been raving about it.
I've been talking about it like every time I see you guys. I will warn people, it's very hard R, if you will, even though TV shows aren't rated in the PG-13R system. It's TV mature, as far as it can go. So I wouldn't show it to kids.
Clearly, from what it sounds.
But because there's cursing, there's violence, there's a lot of sexual jokes, things like that.
Adult things.
They don't hold back. Which is awesome. And Kaylee Kuko does the voice of Harley Quinn, which is actually really good.
Oh, I did not know that.
Lake Bell does the voice of Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy's amazing on the show. She's the second main character, basically. But I basically want to talk about that show and how I think people are sleeping on this DC streaming service, honestly. Because I heard about it a couple years ago when they were announcing it, and I was like, I'm not paying for another streaming service. That's the problem. There's too many streaming services. But being a comic book movie and TV show fan, I was always interested. And the other show, I haven't watched everything on it, but only watched Doom Patrol and the Harley Quinn show.
Okay.
Both are fantastic.
Doom Patrol underrated from...
Doom Patrol is awesome. It is maybe the weirdest show I've ever seen, but it is really incredible. And it's very unique. And there's the characters on that show are awesome. What's his name? The Mummy, the guy from The Mummy, Brendan Fraser.
Oh, yeah,
is amazing on this show. He really is. It's incredible, and some of the most shocking
robot.
Yes, yeah. Some of the most shocking moments I've ever seen on a TV show, and it's just wacky and weird, like multiple universe, other dimension stuff. It's crazy. And the best version of Cyborg I've ever seen is on that show.
Really?
And I do like the Justice League Cyborg, but we didn't get enough time with him. We didn't get to see him develop.
He was minimal.
We definitely did not get enough time with him, and I'm hoping he is in the Flash movie.
Okay.
That would be awesome. But this Cyborg on Doom Patrol is great. He's great, and even though it's a TV budget, he looks pretty cool, and the things he does are pretty cool. But more so, I love this Harley Quinn animated show. I don't want to get into spoilers, but it's, each episode basically is, it's not like a traditional animated show where they introduce a storyline and then by the end of that storyline, they solve the problem and it's done. And I forget what that's called. There's a term for it, but it's like, there's not many, like, the storylines aren't carrying over by each episode. There's one overall arcing story, but So that's how normal most animated shows are. The Harley Quinn show, like, it introduces stuff and then like it like something happens and it's like a cliffhanger. The episode just ends and then it picks that story up in the next episode. So I really like the structure of it, but also even though it's like vulgar and fun and violent and all this stuff, it's very emotional. It's crazy. Like there was an episode a couple days ago where it's, you know, Harley basically had this final epiphany that Joker's no good for me, basically. And that episode was emotional. But the last episode, which I watched last night, I think it's the episode right before the season finale. I think it's the penultimate. Yeah, penultimate episode. Something happened in that episode and I was not expecting it. And like, I teared up. So basically my point is, if you've been thinking about trying this DC streaming service, you absolutely should. There's something on there for everybody. You know, there's Titans, there's Doom Patrol. They have classic DC movies like the original Superman films on there. You can read comics on there.
Really?
Yep. They have comics. You can just read them digitally on your TV. Huh. It's really cool. And there's they have a bunch of stuff. They have the old Birds of Prey TV show. They have the old like Lois and Clark TV show. They have the old Flash TV show, the old Wonder Woman TV show. There's a bunch of stuff on there, but I really love the original content they're creating. So
Interesting.
I just wanted to plug that and say it's definitely worth it if you're a DC fan.
Interesting. And correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't they going to eventually merge with HBO?
I don't know, honestly. I don't know, because I don't know if they're going to keep this same, because every show on there is actually TV mature.
Got it.
So I don't know if they're going to continue. But HBO is
a perfect place if they're going to go. Yeah,
they're definitely mature.
The thing is, I don't want to pay for both. So
I feel like they would just put it into one.
I would be okay with like
kind of like how Disney Plus has like the sections.
I would be okay with that. I would be okay with like a bundle. Yeah, where it's a lot cheaper if you having both than having them individually. You know? So I hope so.
Yeah. I definitely watched Titans for a while. Did you ever watch Titans?
I watched the first episode. I need some more time to get into it. Jake has recommended it, and he told me like the first season is hard to get into, but once you get into it, it's a good show. So I'm going to give it some more time.
I watched the first season and like 2 episodes of the second season, and then
I will say the action in the Titans was really good. We've seen it in the trailers. The Robin scene in the alley was the violence. Yeah, it's very violent, but the action's pretty good.
And then I've caught a little bit of Doom Patrol. I think I watched like 2 or 3, maybe even 4 episodes of it. Just lost track of time with it. And then you've been talking about this Harley Quinn, and it's been piquing my interest. And
you gotta check it out.
I watched like a little like thing of
like
it,
a clip or something,
and it definitely is not for kids.
Oh no, not at all.
So that kind of piqued my interest because I've never seen a cartoon,
which kind of
like
sucks
that.
Because Harley Quinn is becoming very popular for general audiences, and a lot of little girls want to watch Harley Quinn stuff. Yeah. And there's not really anything out there for them to watch other than maybe the original animated Batman series. Yeah, where she was introduced.
Well, she's a hard character to like have your daughter.
Absolutely, yeah.
Maybe before she's Harley Quinn.
You know, a gymnast and a psychiatrist.
Yeah. There she has her MBA. So,
right before she meets Joker. Just tell that story.
Yeah, there you go. What do you don't have the streaming, do you?
I don't, surprisingly.
So yeah,
I should get it because DC has made some of the best animated films.
All those animated films are on there too.
I will say DC does do fantastic animated work.
Oh, the original, like, you know, straight to DVD or whatever animated films, like they do better than Marvel on those.
100%
for sure.
DC's always done great animated TV shows. Animated movies, and
there's a Wonder Woman show on there. I thought it was a movie, but there's a Wonder Woman show called Bloodlines.
Oh,
it's an animated show.
Oh,
they have the original one too.
I was going to say
live action original. But there's so I need to watch that next probably.
Yeah. Interesting, piquing your interest.
Yeah, I'm kind of ashamed that I don't have it, you know, but I think
there's so many services.
I really think that this is going to be a branch of HBO Max, because
I do too.
I sent you the other day the post about they're opening another branch of a Warner Film.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's another thing.
I think it's a smart move if they do.
Sure.
I think it's a smart move because DC is darker and HBO is a perfect fit for it.
And Warner Bros. Owns HBO, so it it doesn't cost them anything extra to do all that.
Yeah, so I think it's a perfect fit. But
and basically DC is. I like what they're doing because they're their own kind of brand right now.
Yeah,
they kind of found their identity overall as a TV and movie entertainment.
Yeah,
because all that DC montage thing they do in front of the movies, that's in front of all the TV shows too as well. Every TV show starts with that.
Interesting.
So even the Harley Quinn animated show, Doom Patrol, all of them. So
cool.
It's kind of like their own, and they kind of acknowledge that in some way everything is connected with the Arrowverse stuff. So I love that.
Works for me. So we're gonna move on to our next topic, and that is the future of the Joker in the DC universe, if you will. And this is Mr.
Matt,
Gio.
is this DC talk or what?
Now, we're getting DC out. Oh, yeah, pretty much. This whole episode is pretty much going to be DC because we got Batman at the very end tail.
Doesn't Warner Bros. Have the rights to Masters of the Universe? I don't know. But if they do, that's... Welcome to the Warner Bros.
Yeah,
podcast.
the Warner Bros. Plug. But, Gio, you wanted to talk a little bit about Joker moving forward. What you got for us?
It's been a very interesting week. It started off with Joaquin Phoenix winning his Oscar, well-deserved, for Joker, Best Lead Actor. And then yesterday I saw Birds of Prey, which was fine. It's a fine, fun movie. I had my problems with it.
That's what you think of it? You said it's fine?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fun. It's
better
fine.
than Suicide Squad.
On par with Suicide Squad. I know everyone talks about the third act, but there are some things in Birds of Prey that are just as glaring, which is for another time.
Okay.
But are we doing spoilers? It's been what? It's been
it's been fine.
So Joker's not even in the movie.
Yeah.
There's one shot where he's barely in the corner
the side
of the
of
shot,
his face.
the side of his face. And I get it, the emancipation of Harley Quinn, right? And this is her movie, but at the same time, it's okay. So Joaquin just won his Oscar for the Joker, a movie that was under $100 million production budget, and made over $1 billion. So it makes sense that a sequel is in the works. Maybe not officially announced, but in the works. So that's coming. Birds of Prey, not even a lot of mentions of the Joker, which means he's still around in the universe, but not a single shot of Jared Leto.
Yeah.
And then the Batman is coming, which we'll talk about later on.
Mm-hmm.
You're not just going to do 3 movies and not, maybe have an appearance of the Joker. You have to have him. He's numero uno on Batman's Rogues Gallery, Rich Rogues Gallery. And this all brings up some concerns for me as the DC enthusiast of where are they going to go with this character? I think our question was answered as far as whether Jared Leto is coming back or not, and unfortunately he's not. And I think he has a great thing going on with Morbius. It looks promising. I won't say great, it's promising. Joaquin is probably going to do another, likely, if I had to put money on it, he's going to do another Joker. But what about in the DCEU?
Okay.
So our audience is going to be confused. General audiences, not us, general audiences, people who don't really follow this kind of stuff. People who are probably going to see this Harley Quinn movie that came out that they didn't know 2 weeks ago was released as Birds of Prey. It just brings up the question for me, what are they going to do about this character? Because they've kind of put themselves in a corner with the success and with the not so success. So what do you guys think is gonna happen? What should they do? They're not gonna ignore Joaquin Phoenix's success as the Joker, but it doesn't feel like they have any concrete plans or a clear vision of this character.
I never thought that the Jared Leto Joker was gonna be in this movie because, and not that I didn't want him to. I did want him to.
I wanted him to.
That's your Joker.
I think there's a better version of his character.
I just wish somehow he would get. What is that called when you get tattoos removed? There's something.
Tattoo removal.
Yeah, whatever.
Laser removal.
I wish he would get that damaged tattoo removed. That's too on the nose.
It doesn't bother me as much, but I mean,
it really bothers me.
Yeah,
but I don't think his character and his portrayal should be judged solely on Suicide Squad, which is fair to do because it's the only appearance we have.
Yeah.
That Joker wasn't given a chance. It was unique. It was something different. It was very gangster Joker, and I liked that. But the Suicide Squad did not portray him well. Just the editing and the shots that they showed,
like 4 hours,
and we know there's a lot of
on the floor
stuff that wasn't in the movie. But here, the thing is that they're like, oh, everybody hated that, so we're not going to use them anymore.
Yeah,
that's their reaction. That's what they're doing.
Reactionary, yeah.
That's what they're doing. And while Warner Brothers and DC have been solid for the past, year and a half, 2 years. I love what they're doing, but I don't understand at least having the Joker in this movie. I even said when we did our review, I feel like her emancipation would have been way more impactful if you showed the Joker and had him. What happened? Why did she get thrown out of that building? We don't even know why.
Yeah.
And a lot of people say we don't need to have everything explained. I think that you do.
All this movie does is explain.
The whole plot of the movie is that Harley Quinn is on her own. So now she's open. She has a lot of people who want to kill her. So because she's no longer with the Joker, now she's fair game. Anyone can go after her. And because before they were too scared because the Joker.
Right.
And it's crazy that I love this thing with the Joker, like nobody wants to cross him.
No one.
And even in the DC animated or in the Harley Quinn show, the Legion of Doom has a huge presence. And even like Lex Luthor is like the leader of it. And even he's like, you don't cross the Joker. Like you just don't. And whatever the Joker wants, you give him. You give it to him. Like they have business meetings where villains propose their like evil plans, and then they get a budget for it. And the Joker's like, I need $80 billion to build the da da da, and Lex Luthor's like, give it to him. So it's crazy.
And if I may, to your point, they acknowledge Jared Leto's Joker.
Yeah,
not the Joker, but Jared Leto's Joker.
It's like this thing where he's a character in the movie who has a presence, but who's never there. And it's kind of, and I understand from a certain point of view that okay, people didn't like this Joker, and a lot of people did not like working with Jared Leto on that movie, and he was going a little bit, even I agree, he was going a little bit too far with those behind the scenes things where he was mailing dead rats to people and stuff. Like that's beyond, I'm in the character 24/7. That's going too far. So I understand that, but even if you were going to say, and I would like Jared Leto to continue playing the Joker in the DCU, but even if you were going to say we're recasting, he's still that Joker, but we're recasting, I'm okay with that. More important thing is that the character's in the universe more than the actor playing the character. So I don't think we're ever going to see him again, to be honest, which is unfortunate.
Not Jared Leto's Joker, but another Joker.
Maybe
another actor might not step into the role.
I don't think Robert Pattinson's Batman is in the DCEU.
I don't
see. That's another question too.
But
it's like,
if he's not, then I don't think we'll see the Joker in the DCEU, meaning like not in Suicide Squad or Harley Quinn or Wonder Woman, Shazam, Aquaman. We won't see him with those characters, but we'll see him with the Batman.
My problem
and Joaquin Phoenix.
My problem is that Joker is not going to fit, in my opinion, with Robert Pattinson's Batman.
And I don't think so either.
You've made that Joker too unique and too not so your typical Joker with the face tattoos, the gold teeth, all that type of stuff, to where now that Joker is a little too unique to your scene, and you've also built him up as this huge, like, untouchable character and stuff, but you don't have anything to do with him now. Like, you can't, you can't just say, like, oh, he died, he was the fake Joker, and now you're going to make a new one.
Exactly.
He's already been...
I would hate that.
Yeah, his status is now too big. They made a point in Birds of Prey to over and over and over again tell you how big the Joker is, how untouchable the Joker is, how powerful the Joker is. And now you can't change him, really. Like, if he shows up, if it's the same style and a different actor, okay, but you cannot change.
You can kind of re-image him a little bit. You can say it's 5 years after Suicide Squad or whatever, or 8 years after Suicide Squad, and he grew his hair out. He still would have to have the same tattoos and everything like that.
Yeah,
but
it's just a little bit, you kind of backed yourself into a corner by making him so different and unique. And he is not, if for whatever reason the Batman is a part of this, it's not going to seem like this Batman seems to be more grounded, like true, gritty. That is not what Jared Leto's.
I think the Batman movie's set in the 90s.
Yeah, it's like, it's not a 2000s.
So the thing with that is, hypothetically, they could say that he's the younger version of Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
They could. And if you did that, the Joker would be a lot younger as well.
Exactly.
So you could have a younger Joker before he got the tattoos, who had his long hair, who was a bit more awkward and creepy rather than this, confident gangster. So the Joker would be a lot younger as well if they did that. But I don't think they're doing that.
I don't either. I don't know. I honestly, it's weird. I honestly don't think they're worried about it right now. I think they're just kind of like push forward.
Their universe is very play it by ear. Their universe is play it by ear.
Very much see what's working and we'll go from there.
Which is okay. Like, it's okay.
Yeah. It's a little scary with characters like the Joker, who is a staple comic book character and probably one of the most easily recognizable, if not villains in comic books. So,
well, the thing is, they're doing all these gods and demigods, but what about the grounded characters?
Yeah,
it's just,
well, that we're getting them, the Suicide Squad and Batman and Harley Quinn. So
I think Suicide Squad will give us a bit of a tell if they keep bringing up the Joker. I think it's only going to hurt them more. But who knows?
I agree. They need to stop mentioning the Joker in the DCEU if you're not going to have him on screen.
Right.
Yeah. He should have been mentioned in that beginning and then not really talked about much after. But they kept bringing him up. He was his own character, just not even on screen. So.
And it made sense for that movie, though.
Yeah, it does make sense for that movie. But, like,
well, I mean,
moving forward,
it's such a big part of who Harley Quinn is, the character. You just can't have this character and just, oh, Joker, we're going to push you off to the side. I'm sorry to say, but she does not work for long without having the Joker. At some point, you got to bring him back, because
she does always go back to him, but
that is her character.
I think they are really, as a character overall, I think they're trying to separate her from him. I think
they are too.
Because everything is about her going on her own. The comics are, she's not with the Joker in the comics. She's not with him in the animated show. She's not with him in the movie universe.
They're definitely trying to build her own.
So let me ask you guys, as someone who's with the animated, is she then Harley Quinn anymore?
Yeah, she is, because that's who she is now.
Because she became Harley Quinn
because her,
I mean, people change, but her identity, they stay the same.
I guess
her identity kind of changed through the just the mental abuse from the Joker, and also like the chemical bath that she went into.
Ace Chemicals isn't there anymore, so
which was a beautiful shot in the movie.
So like supposedly that messed with her mind. So she's still like in the Harley Quinn animated show, she's like, I'm gonna become the biggest villain in Gotham now. So and she wants to go on her own, and that's the whole thing. So they are separating from her. And Jake had mentioned, I think it was on Apocaflix Now last week, that they're creating a new girlfriend for the Joker called Punchline, which I love that name because the Joker and Punchline.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I don't know what she looks like. Haven't seen her. I don't know when she's debuting or if she has debuted or not. Maybe in the future they introduce her and it's a thing where, you know, Joker and Punchline are the villain of a Harley Quinn movie, which would be awesome.
She kills Joker's new girlfriend.
Something
Works for
like
me.
that.
Dope.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I hope to see the Joker in the
Our
DC.
producer's holding up an image of Punchline right now, and that's interesting. I wanna read up on that and see what she's all about.
Yeah. Cool. Well, so who knows? The answer to everything we just talked about is who knows where they're going. Moving on.
That's
such the DC.
That's like the slogan.
But you guys agree
for
that
DC.
we're gonna see Joaquin Phoenix again as the Joker?
I think that's what Warner Bros. wants. I don't know what Joaquin Phoenix is thinking. I love Joaquin Phoenix, but he's so unpredictable.
Are for it. Not saying they're gonna absolutely do it, but they're for it.
I think it's going to be in the sense of like Watchmen, where it's like we could do more, but do we need to, or are we going to leave it as is because we don't want to mess with the good thing? So, but all right. Cool. So moving on. Quick little one. Netflix is dropping their animated. Well, not dropping yet, but are building up their He-Man show on Netflix, the animated show titled Masters of the Universe Revelation. And they have recently dropped the cast, and the cast is absolutely freaking stacked. I'm no aficionado of He-Man, that world. I know Skeletor, all that stuff. My favorite meme is the one where he's just running out, in and out of the cave. I love that one. But yeah, so I mean, the cast is huge. First off, really quickly, Mark Hamill, Lena Headey, Chris Wood, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Liam Cunningham, Stephen Root, Diedrich Bader, Griffin Newman, Tiffany Smith, Henry Rollins. It just keeps on going. The list is freaking huge. There's actually someone named Harley Quinn Smith.
Oh, that's Kevin Smith's daughter.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
That's Kevin Smith's daughter.
Fun
He named her
facts.
Harley Quinn.
Nice.
Which
Kevin
is
Conroy's
crazy.
in it. I mean,
And these are voice actors?
yeah,
That's incredible.
It's a huge cast. I literally had like 10 more to go. I just had to stop. And Mark Hamill is going to be Skeletor.
As Skeletor, that's
which is
perfect.
I can just hear it now. Like I've never been a He-Man.
Same.
Yeah. I've known about it forever.
Before my time, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
So.
Exactly. It was before anything I grew up with. I've always known about it. You have now extremely piqued my interest, and I will be checking it out from just this cast. And I think that's kind of what they were doing by dropping. It was literally just a tweet with the cast, literally their names on it. Someone like literally typed it in like notes and just said like, "Here's your cast for this show."
Boom! You looking for this?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm 100% going to be checking this out just because this cast is freaking awesome. He-Man's played by Chris Wood, who is in Supergirl. Do you know?
I'm not sure who that is. Oh, okay.
Our producer's telling us who?
He plays Mon-El on the show.
That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited actually, and I know nothing about Masters of the Universe, He-Man stuff, and just seeing the names. Like, when was the last time we saw Sarah Michelle Gellar do something? Rebels?
Probably.
In her character in Rebels was dope. Her voice acting was dope, and that I'm all for this. Like, what do you think?
It's cool. I don't get terribly excited about voice casts, to be honest. But this does excite me. I saw the headlines with Mark Hamill in it, and that's the one that gets me. Mark Hamill's a voice actor icon, and I love that he's getting work these days. Which
I love that
is
he keeps
awesome.
playing these big time villains too.
Yeah.
Chucky.
And he's on the
Joker.
He's on the Flash
Briefly in
too.
Kingsman. Yeah.
King's now he's Skeletor. Like, dude can play a villain voice actor amazing. You loved Chuck. Didn't you think?
I didn't love it, but I liked it. It surprised me.
Yeah.
I did like it a lot more than I thought. I thought it was gonna suck, and it was actually pretty good.
Who was he in the Flash? The
Tinkerer.
No. He's
come on, Flash guy wearing the shirt. Come on, who was he?
No, he's I can't remember.
Trickster.
Yeah,
that was it. It was a T. We knew it was.
Well, because he played the Trickster in the original Flash show as well.
Yeah.
So he came back to play the Trickster.
Right. That's
Trickster
right.
in that
That's
one.
right.
So he's fun in that, but I'm not a huge He-Man person either. But I maybe was probably more like aware of it, and more than you guys, because I used to have the toys. And I remember having the toys, and I knew when I was a kid, I knew what He-Man was. I never really I don't remember watching much He-Man stuff, but I remember He-Man being a presence when I was a kid, and I could just picture the toy right now in my head, the very muscular He-Man character. So, and I remember watching Skeletor and things like that. So I'm interested. I really want to see a live action He-Man movie though, and they've been it's been in development for so long, and I don't even know where it's at in its production, or if they're even doing it. That I understand their hesitancy. It's going to be an expensive movie to make,
absolutely.
And a lot of people say you can do He-Man like Lord of the Rings in space, so basically like Lord of the Rings and Star Wars, and bring that kind of style to it, and that would be awesome.
Yeah, if done right.
And that's what they're saying Dune is going to be like, which can't wait for that. But I'm going to check out this animated show. I'll give it a shot. Definitely, the Mark Hamill thing really excites me.
Yeah, me too.
Mark Hamill has to be like their poster boy of this whole thing, because
Skeletor.
You take it to Comic-Con. I mean, I'm sure more people would know what He-Man was because it's Comic-Con. But if you put Mark Hamill right there, just like boom, his name, it's gonna instantly get people excited.
Yeah,
and I mean, let's be honest. This He-Man's gonna be introduced hopefully for a new generation. Obviously, the people who are fans of He-Man are going to appreciate it, but this really needs to be something for a new generation. Obviously you could do callbacks, references to the past He-Man episodes and whatnot, and stories and whatnot, but it has to be hopefully for a new audience. I hope it works. I mean, that's a hell of a cast. And just Netflix is doing some cool things with animation.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting, and a lot of us are gonna, I feel like, be into this a lot. Oh, I forgot another name. Alicia Silverstone's in it too.
Nice.
So
Batgirl.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
wow.
Justin Long too. Like it's huge cast. But yeah, we are finally reaching our topic, the long-awaited topic for this episode. The Batman has dropped their first teaser of Robert Pattinson in his Batsuit. Gio, I'm leaving it up to you. Go for it. What did you think?
This was easily the biggest thing of the year. I'm saying it right now. Okay, so
so far?
So far.
No, this is going to be the biggest thing of the year. Unless the Batman trailer comes out, which it will. Probably sometime in the second half of 2020. But, I mean, come on now. This movie is happening. You can't deny it anymore. People were saying for years, where is this Matt Reeves Batman? Is it happening? This and that. Sorry, guys. These movies, they take time to happen, to make, all right? To have good storytelling. And the suit itself, even though it's just a glimpse, I think it's badass.
Oh, I agree with you.
I think it fits with Robert Pattinson's Bruce Wayne. All right, he's not going to be no John Cena. His body just can't be like that, but he could put on some muscle. And this Batsuit looks like it's armored. Not like Ben Affleck armored, but like, a little bit.
It's very a la the video game Arkham Knight.
Yes, exactly. And I can't wait to see it colored, because they say it's going to have a little bit of blue in there from the older
Adam West-ish.
Yep, Adam West era. But I think it looks great. I love the score. The score looks, even though it's only like 30 seconds, like you do that repeat on 4 times, make one single 2-minute track, boom, right there. That's amazing. But I think it looks incredible. Robert Pattinson definitely has the
jaw structure
shape. Yep, the jaw structure for a Batman, and I think this is major. This is big time.
What about I'm surprised you didn't go for that chest piece, the symbol.
I love the chest piece.
You like it?
Yeah, it's cool. It's different.
You're not going to tell anyone what's in it?
Now, hold on, wait.
You don't think it's in it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we talked about it, right? Did we talk about it?
Where I'm leaving this up to you.
Yeah. The gun. Wait, did I explain?
No one knows exactly what you're talking about.
So the gun that killed his parents. And this is just a theory. He uses that metal as part of his chest piece. The thing that killed my parents is no longer. It's going to be a part of me. It's not going to kill me. It's going to be symbolic. It's going to be amazing.
Is that just a theory or?
Well, so, it's part of an old Batman storyline.
Okay.
I did send you something on Instagram, right,
did.
about that? Yeah.
And to be honest, I don't know if anyone else caught it before. I saw it from Mike Kalinowski first.
What?
Literally was like, he posted a thing like pretty quickly after going, that's the gun split in half, like, and made into the chest piece. So
that would be cool.
That part's cool. Jacob?
So I agree that that this little video, I don't know what it is.
Snippet teaser?
It's test footage.
Like an Instagram video or something. I agree that it looks cool. But everybody needs to calm the hell down. This is nothing. It's
nothing.
Look, you guys are all right, look. Okay, so I hear a lot of people talking about it, a lot of people posting about it, that it's so awesome. And it's cool, but this is like, you guys are acting like like the first trailer for The Force Awakens just came out or something. I'm like, people need to relax, because here's the problem. People get too excited, and then if the movie sucks or disappoints you, then it's because you started your expectations so high from a little tiny 30-second video. And I am so excited for this movie. I like just as much as you are. I am so excited for this movie. And you guys know I love Robert Pattinson. Like, I really do. And I can't get that excited about this. It's nothing. I already know the movie's coming out. It's a cool little thing. You can barely see it. Like, you can't really see it.
That's
Why
Batman.
Is it so
because that's Batman.
Darkly lit?
He's not walking in daytime.
That's it. And with the red tint, you can barely see it. And so while I do think it's cool, and it's like a little like, don't forget about this movie's coming, I just don't see what the big deal is.
The big deal is that this movie is happening, that they're taking it seriously. This is the same level as Joaquin Phoenix's first test footage as Joker. That thing was huge. This could be Oscar nominated.
I mean, any movie ever put out could be Oscar nominated.
Yeah, white chicks.
That's true. It's true.
I think you're underselling this, man. This is huge.
I don't think so, to be honest.
Robert Pattinson is Batman.
Yeah, we know that already.
But you're just brushing it off like it's okay.
This is like we saw the Forbes cover with the Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
This is like the same as that. Like, it should be the same level of excitement.
No, because this is Michael Giacchino's score as well.
The score is pretty good, but it's just, for me, it's not enough to get me as excited as a lot of people are showing. I don't get it.
Did you like the suit?
Yeah, it looks cool. Like, I think it looks cool, but I would like to be able to see it more clearly. I don't understand
You will. So you want to see the whole film right now.
I don't understand the creative decision to be like, let's barely make sure they can see it. Like, I don't understand that.
The movie comes out next year in summer. Well, June, right? June?
Yeah, something like that. June or July.
What do you think about it, Brian?
I I thought it looked dope. I was excited. It's funny because you said the same thing that I thought, but I didn't say because I knew Jake would read me. I thought his hair was showing.
All right, so I'm telling you, before I lit my phone up, there was a bottom. Jake posted like 3 videos. The bottom one where it like focuses on his face, it looked like he had just the eye thing on with his hair out.
The whole
and it looked like the Robin mask.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is going on there? And then after I, raised the brightness on my phone, I could see it more clearly. So I'm glad I'm not the only one.
No.
Thank you, Brian.
I was literally, and when I did that, I was like,
and that's why I was like, never mind, because I was like, I sound like an idiot right now. But it did.
It did look like that.
It did look like that.
I love the touch of the gun. I think that.
Well, I didn't even at the time when I first watched this, I didn't know that. But that's really cool if that's true. It's a theory.
Yeah. I'm curious. I hope that the suit isn't. The first thing I immediately thought of, and I don't think they would do something as stupid, is the Flash's suit, how it's like tied all together. You know how like his suit.
How is that stupid?
The movie suit?
Yeah. How? Because he hasn't made his real suit. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Where literally the suit is dope. I love the suit. Get rid of the tie things to hold it all together.
Like, you have to. He's moving at so fast.
When has the Flash ever needed that?
It's his first suit. So
fair.
So, did you have a problem with Spider-Man's first suit in Homecoming?
Yeah, I didn't really care for it.
Okay, cool. All right.
But I don't think that's going to be the case. It looked like it was very much like robotically going into place, kind of. Which, if that's the case, that's kind of dope. Like I hope it's not like unrealistic where it's like he's got this giant robotic suit and it's like that. But I liked it from what I saw. I partially agree with you and I partially agree with you. Do I think that it was like as mind-blowing and like game-changing? No. Was it a big deal that it dropped? Yeah. I was shocked that something this early was being shown for Batman. Like show, even if it was tinted, like his suit being shown, I was like, whoa, they're doing that really early. Like we had heard like a couple weeks ago, Robertson like tested out the suit. Like, okay, sweet. So the suit's coming. But for them to actually like be like, look it, that shocked me that they did that.
It's not
and
like
the score's dope.
It's not like an Entertainment Weekly, first look, like here it is and all brightness and whatnot, like how they did with BVS.
Yeah.
But dude, like it's happening. Robert Pattinson's Batman.
Absolutely.
Yes. He's in the suit. It's coming whether you like it or not.
I'm excited. This might be don't get me wrong, like this might be my number 1 next year, depending on when I see a trailer. But
it is
like
number 1.
I mean, I don't know what else is coming out. If Star Wars was to be like, hey, here, look at this, like I'm probably gonna freak out. But like
Star Wars is till 2023.
Yeah, we've got times away. But yeah, no, I agree. It's dope. I'm excited for it, and yeah.
I'm excited to see the first look of all the Rogues Gallery. Paul Dano's Riddler, Colin Farrell's
honestly
Penguin.
I'm more excited about. I would have rather seen those characters probably than Batman. Not gonna lie.
I like I said, it's a
especially
cool little,
Catwoman.
It's a cool little teaser thing, but it's just. I think this is the thing. Like we DC fans, movie fans, general movie going audience fans have been like very like against DC and the Batman character recently. Even though I love the Ben Affleck Batman, he's my favorite Batman ever.
Thank you for admitting that.
Yeah. And he was great in Batman v Superman, but mass audiences tend to not agree on the love for that character. Yeah. So it's like the Batman character has kind of been in the doghouse since the Christian Bale days in a way. Not among us, but among people. They only saw him in BVS and Justice League, which were, critically panned.
Justice League was a disservice for Ben Affleck's Batman.
Yeah, it really was. So now they're getting ready for this, and I'm so excited for this. I hope Robert Pattinson plays Batman for 20 years or more. I really do. But I think people need to relax and like calm down a little bit. It's like the movie's coming. Just relax. That's all I'm saying.
Not happening.
Yeah.
Not happening.
It's not.
We're gonna be talking about this for the next couple weeks.
People are acting as if the first trailer came out and it was just like one of the best trailers they've ever seen. That's the level of excitement I'm seeing, where it needs to be like the level of excitement of a little bit more than the Forbes, magazine cover with Bruce Wayne on it.
Oh, this is our first evidence that Robert Pattinson's Batman is coming. Like, it's actually here. It's happening.
Yeah. So. I mean, yeah, I agree. But yeah.
Can't wait for the movie, though.
Yeah, movie's going to be dope. But yeah, that's what we got for you today in Nerd Nation world. We covered pretty much a lot of DC. So we covered that you should probably check out the DC streaming service. We got a little bit of where do we think the Joker is going to go for moving on. The new Masters of the Universe Revelation cast, as well as our first thoughts on the Batman, Robert Pattinson's suit. Thank you, gentlemen, for showing up and duking it out on that last category. But
hey, we both win because we get to see the movie next year, so it's all good.
Unless it's Batman vs Superman all over again, but no, it won't be. But yeah, that's it from Apocaflix Movies and Nerd Nation today. Check out all of our streaming services as well as anything on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. Make sure you subscribe and leave a comment if you have anything to say about these topics today. We will see you guys next time.